This is the story of the birds and the bees, or the 4 simple truths I learned about social media networking. My name is Laura Burgels, and I'm a blogger. I have a blog at ManiActive.com. I also participate in social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. I also have a LinkedIn profile. At the bottom of the profile there's a place for interests, and I put in beekeeping and falconry. Why did I do that? At the time I set up my LinkedIn profile, I had been drinking. Here is the reason I had been drinking. This man's name is Greg. Greg has been in my life for 15 years. As you can see, Greg does not like to have his picture taken. Greg and I were simply enjoying a glass of wine together one day when I said, "Hey Greg, we've been in each other's lives for 15 years and we don't have any hobbies together. We should really get a hobby." After my first glass of wine, I suggested beekeeping as a hobby. Greg didn't seem to like that idea. After my second glass of wine, I suggested falconry as a hobby. Greg liked that idea even less. Greg pointed out that our office is at the edge of a very large forest. You can see it here in the Google satellite images. Greg wisely considered that some of our favorite neighbors would not like it if we took up falconry as a hobby. Instead, Greg and I decided to build a hummingbird and butterfly conservancy together. And so we did. We planted all kinds of flowers that would be sure to attract butterflies and hummingbirds. But first came the bees. Second came all manner of little fluttering songbirds. Hummingbirds to be sure, but all manner of other little birds too. And do you know what happens when you get a lot of fluttering birds in front of a very large forest? Why, that's right, you attract red-tailed hawks. So our interest in beekeeping and falconry actually came to fruition, although in something of an unconventional way. I learned 4 truths from this little experience. Number 1, people really read LinkedIn profiles. So you probably shouldn't be drinking when you write one. Number 2, people really like stories. I got a lot of calls and letters about my unique hobby. If you're going to put up something at LinkedIn, try not to think strictly in terms of resume, but think in terms of stories. Some things can be great conversation starters. Number 3, people like pictures. If you have a fear of having your picture taken, you need to get over it. You want to make sure that you're connecting with the right person, and if you have a kind of common name like say John Smith or something, it's really nice to be able to show that you're the John Smith that people are thinking of. So if you're having a social media profile, get over your fear of pictures and put up a nice snapshot of yourself. Number 4, people really do use social media to connect with each other, and they connect over 3 basic things. They connect over shared experiences, they connect over stories, and they connect over pictures. This is Laura Burgels from ManiActive.com. Want to invite you to the site. Subscribe if you want. You can also follow me at Facebook or at Twitter. Thanks for listening.
Create your very own video podcast from PowerPoint. Log on to authorSTREAM.com. It's absolutely free.